kidding me? DeShaun Watson. What is going on, y'all? 5 Sports Hall back at it with another video talking some NFL. Of course, I have to talk about one DeShaun Watson who just keeps putting on a show after show after show every week that he plays, and it just feels like he has been on the greatest tear that we have possibly ever seen from a rookie quarterback. Okay, if y'all remember Cam Newton when he broke into the NFL, I believe he threw for like 400 passing yards his first 2 games, but DeShaun Watson is just on another level now. We're in week 8 of the NFL season, so halfway done, and he is leading the NFL in touchdown passes. I believe he's tied with Carson Wentz with 19. That is absolutely ridiculous, folks. And I'm going to be the first one to say that I was not the biggest fan of DeShaun Watson coming out. I mean, I never said DeShaun Watson was going to be a bust. On my team, the Bears, did end up taking Mitch Trubisky, and I still have hope in Mitch Trubisky. I will dive into their comparison a little bit later, and I'll have another video on their comparison as well, because it's a lot closer than people are making it out to be. Now, let's talk about DeShaun's performance today, okay, against this vaunted Seattle Seahawks defense. If you guys have been following my channel, I did say that in my previous video, if DeShaun Watson proves it against the Seahawks and he tears them up, I will buy into DeShaun Watson. And boy, did he prove me wrong, and did he basically put his money where his mouth is with an incredible performance. What did he have? Like 402 yards for 4 touchdowns, 3 interceptions. One of them was a pick 6, 5 sacks. Still had 8 rushes for 67 yards. And then his receivers, DeAndre Hopkins, 8 catches for 224 yards. Will Fuller, 5 catches for 125 yards. It just video game numbers, folks. Just absolute video game numbers. I had a feeling this game was going to be a shootout. But did I think it was going to be like this? No, I did not. Couple of quick points here. DeAndre Hopkins did have a long touchdown that was off a screen pass. So it wasn't really like DeShaun did a lot there. I'm not going to, take that away from DeShaun. Obviously, it still adds to the stat line, but that is more of DeAndre Hopkins making that play happen. And of course, DeShaun Watson's team did end up losing to the Seahawks. So honestly, he did all he could, but it was not enough to get a win over the Seahawks. And that's because Russell Wilson went for 452 and 4 touchdowns of his own. Okay, so he had a monster performance. But let's again get back to DeShaun Watson, because we know Russell Wilson's good. He's won a Super Bowl. He's an established quarterback in this league. Is DeShaun Watson for real, folks? At this point, I'm going to have to buy into DeShaun Watson as more of a guarantee to be good than more of a guarantee to be a bust. Okay? The stats are there. The numbers are there. The wins are there. Okay? This team looks to be the best team in their division, and DeShaun Watson looks to be the best quarterback in that division, even though I like Marcus Mariota a little bit more, and that's only because of experience, okay? So with DeShaun Watson, a lot of his plays I've noticed come off of sort of, and this is very Aaron Rodgers-esque, but here's the difference, and I'll point that out for you guys. They come off of really breakdowns of plays, and so he's kind of creating something out of nothing, and a lot of the times the receivers have already ran their routes, and DeShaun has still held on to the ball. He tends to do that a little too much for my taste, but again, tends to make something happen out of nothing, and then when he gets away from the pass rush, he'll throw the ball, okay? And like I said, a lot of the times the receivers have already ran their route, so he's not that prototypical sit behind a defense and pick you apart. Now, that sounds funny when I say that. He threw 402, but I said a lot of this is improvising on DeShaun Watson's part. Here's the other thing. DeAndre Hopkins, one of the best receivers in the NFL. I would venture to say he's a top 5 to 7 receiver. I mean, who would you take over him? AB, OBJ, Julio. I mean, he's in that next tier. AJ Green. He's in that next tier of receivers, around 5 to 7. Will Fuller is one of the best deep threats in the NFL. If you guys don't remember, back not when Brock Osweiler was playing, but before then, Will Fuller was good as a rookie, and he's a very good deep threat as well. And then you have Lamar Miller, who's a steady running back. I'm not going to say he's a great running back, but he's one of the most stable backs in the NFL. And of course, you have a Houston defense that is obviously not great anymore. They've lost too many pieces on defense, but they are still a solid defense. I have to give it to that. And then coaching staff-wise, I like Bill O'Brien. I think he's a good coach, folks. So the point I'm trying to make here is DeShaun Watson reminds me of a Dak Prescott type of situation where everything around him just fits so perfectly well. Dak came into the league. He had the best O-line. He had one of the best receivers in Dez. He had one of the best tight ends of all time in Jason Witten. The defense was bend but not break. And like I said, the best running back in the NFL in terms of rushing yards last year, Ezekiel Elliott. A similar situation is starting to happen with DeShaun Watson. And so for me, DeShaun Watson is showing that when he is surrounded by right players and is in the right system, he is a great quarterback in the NFL level. I still think he has some issues with his accuracy. You saw the 3 interceptions today. It's not like he had a perfect game, but he did carve up the Legion of Boom, so I can't take anything away. If I have to give this game, if I have to give his performance today a grade, I would give it an A-. The only reason I'm giving it a minus is because of the 3 interceptions, or else it would have been an A for sure. But just an incredible performance. But real quick, if you take DeShaun Watson, and I'm not trying to say that Kaiser is better, Trubisky is better, but you put DeShaun Watson on the Browns, you put him on the Bears, you put him against with his number 1 receiver being Trey McBride, who was the leading receiver for the Bears, or you make his number 1 receiver be who's the receiver on the Browns, Ricardo Lewis, him be the number 1 receiver. I don't know if DeShaun Watson would be having the same level of success. So it's just interesting to me to see that. But here's the thing. Every player in the NFL needs to be surrounded by good talent. I will buy into DeShaun Watson right now. I just wanted to clean up a few more things. That is it. But I'm A-okay with DeShaun Watson. Absolutely tore up the Legion of Boom. And next week, he plays the Indianapolis Colts. Lord have mercy what he's going to do to the Colts with the way he's been tearing up teams. Let me know what you guys think about DeShaun Watson. And if you buy into his performance, leave a comment down below if you think he's a real deal or not. Please make sure to follow me on my social media down below. And please make sure to subscribe. Thanks for watching.